That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
Is making its track right across in this area here. So safe space immediately. Do not wait around. We want you to be in your safe space. If you're anywhere on this map, let's look at this as you move into Lauderdale County, as we go down to Stuckey's Bridge, all the way over to Wynot. This is where we're looking at, right in this area right now. Seek shelter now. Don't wait around. These areas do include all of Highway 19 as we got the back end of this storm. As we look at this, as it comes into, here's Hookston as we look at this. Very much a storm there. Well, we've got more stuff to the south of us as well that we're going to be watching. Sicalina, get to your safe space now. If you're out here around Freeman Tractor, you need to seek shelter now. Just east of Chamberville, anywhere over here by the lake. We want you up here near Collinsville as well, near the Piggly Wiggly. These areas, you need to be in your safe space, and this includes all of West Lauderdale, high school, elementary, out by Chet's Paint and Body as it makes its way across the county. This western edge is what we're watching here, this Highway 19. Right along in there is where the storm has been indicated on radar. A large area that we're watching. We want you to be absolutely, if you've ever listened to me before, pay close attention on this. Don't wait. This is not something we want to play with. Make sure that you're there. I've talked many times, your space is the lowest level of your home. If you're in a mobile home, get out of there. Hopefully you've already done that as we watch this. I had several questions about that last night of where to stay. Karen Hurd, Pine Springs area, most definitely get to your safe space now as it comes across. We're watching this very closely on this because this was back in this area here, the last report that we had that we were watching here. All right, let me hold up here and check another area. And again, we're live as we watch this. Salem Church Road, getting reports of damage there. That's Jefferson County. I'm just checking all the areas around. We'll be checking with Lauderdale County Emergency Management here in just a little bit for reports of what they've got this morning, of what they're showing. Now, let's pull radar back up where you're up to date on everything that I'm seeing in front of me. This is a very slow-moving storm as it's come across. This storm is one of the most dangerous as we've gotten in a while. We'll see.
Even worse than the last 2 weeks?
Well, it ranks right in there with it because we know that we've got damage already with this as it's come across this corridor right through here. It's followed this area here. Even right here at Meehan, this is going to be the around the volunteer fire department area there. Y'all need to still be in your safe space as we watch this. Let me see if I've gotten any new updated messages on this. No, there's nothing new on that. We're still watching this. All right, let's go to this western edge of this and look at these areas. Now, this is going to make its way across the county. Although you're on this eastern side over here right now, and you probably don't have rain, and you're going, well, why should I? This is one of those thunderstorms, this rain wrapped, this tornado. You're not going to be able to see this thing miles off. It will be on you before you know it. See, anywhere in this area here, we're going to treat this as if there's one anywhere near you. Southeast area, you absolutely need to be there. Lost Gap area, yes, you're under this. Here's our this red line right here is our tornado warned area, right there. Now let me do another update while we're live following this. As we turn that off and I turn it back on, this is the latest that we have of where our locations in this tornado warned area is today. All right, right here is Meehan. Y'all know where I'm talking about there, the volunteer fire department. This is 80 West. Right along in here, all of this area is blocked. You can't travel it because there's large trees all over the road. We've had damage in that area. Confirmation of tornadic activity there. We follow this along. This is Highway 80 here in the Meridian out to the Lost Gap where the jail is. This is in the warned area. This area right here, this takes in Goodwater Baptist Church. Y'all are under this warning. This goes right down to where Dunn's Fall is. If you're in this area here, you see this dark area here? This is where that rain is moving across. It's bad. It's a lot with the storm.
Someone is asking, do they have time to leave their mobile home? Would that be the best to leave or stay?
I can't make that call for you. If you haven't already left, you need to get to the safest space where you are. A mobile home is not the place to be. And if you're ahead of this storm, I don't know where they are. Windsor Road area, you need to take absolute cover immediately. You can't, if you see a tornado, you cannot outrun them. Seek shelter there. If you can't get anywhere, if you're driving a car, the ditch is the safest place to go to. Interior of your home, stay away from windows. Do not get within this. Do not open your windows. That will make the situation a lot worse.
In your bathroom, in the bathtub.
A lot of people do that.
The center of your house, if you don't have a basement, like under the stairs, or just in the hallway of your house, just stay in the middle of the house.
Right.
If there's nothing else that you have, just the middle of it will be the best place for you to be at.
Now, let's look at our areas here. We just got an updated line of this. This is where we were watching this area right along here. We've got it updated from the National Weather Service as this moves northeasterly. See this line? This is going to be right at Lost Gap. Excuse me there. This picks up just east of Stuckey's Bridge. Our tornado warned area does take in Dunn's Fall, and we'll follow this line right crossing Highway 80 right here. Here's the jail right there. Y'all know where that is at the prison. It's going to cross Old Highway 80 West, and this will now be just a little bit back from Nellyburg. Here's Walmart as you come across right here, and this is going to be Chandler Road. Right there is where the storm line is cut. It crosses Highway 19, and this will cut across. Here's the country store. This is a straight line from Highway 19 to North Lauderdale Water Association. If you're at North Lauderdale Water Association, anywhere on that road, you need to be in your safe space all the way up to Daleville. Right here around Covington Fish Farms. We cut across here to NAS Meridian. NAS Meridian needs to seek shelter. All of this area here, here's Lamar School. Y'all need to be in your safe space. If you're watching from Lamar School, seek shelter now. Do not wait around on this. All of this area here on down North Hill Street. You've got Northcrest Baptist Church, all of these stores through this area, all the way out here to Rainbow Lakes. Be ready. The immediate danger is on this western side right here. We take up from Clarkdale School here, right up to the Evangel Temple. These areas right there is what we're watching, where the storm is now. Now, it's making its way easterly. If you live over here at Tumsuba, it's not to you yet, but you've got time to make your plans and get out. It has been issued. Make sure to go to your safe place now. Now, have we gotten any more comments?
They're asking about Causeyville area, southeast area.
Absolutely. If you live in those areas, seek shelter now. I noticed that somebody brought up DeKalb. DeKalb is not under a tornado warning, only Lauderdale County at this point. There's a lot of rain up there, but it's not a warning. This is what we're focusing on right here.
What would you say about the Bailey area?
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
You need to seek shelter now if you're in Bailey. This takes in, as we look at this, here's the Bailey area right through here. And depending on which side of Bailey, this is Center Hill right here. This is going to cut up right along in here around the Bailey. This is too close for you to ride here. If you live out by Hughes Telephone Company, the old building there, you need to be in your safe shelter there. Because tornadoes, although this line is here, this is an invisible line. It can be on either side of that. If you're anywhere near that line, be sheltered. Northeast High School, you need to be in your safe space. Don't wait around on this. Don't take this lightly. If you live anywhere there, Briarwood Road, those areas, get to your shelter now. Downtown Meridian, around the hospitals, all of this right there. As we watch this carefully.
It has not cleared in the Nellyburg area.
As we seem, it's not, as we look at the threat level, it is starting to pick up a little bit, not as bad as it was. Let's turn off this where you can see this.
Does Mama need a take?
And, do what's that?
Does she need to take kids over there?
No, we're good. Okay, that it's east of where we are at this point. Madison was asking if we needed to evacuate our room here. It's east of where we are. We're good here. The threat seems to be weakening, which is good. As you'll look at this, that line there. We look at Clark County, a lot of rain here, but we are still under this tornado warning until the National Weather Service backs off of this. We don't want anybody to go, well, this is over. With any storm, anything, this is Mother Nature that we're dealing with. It can happen at the blink of an eye.
Anything could change, honestly.
Yes, it could. We're still in and again, this is going to last until 8:30 this morning. So we got 33 minutes remaining on this tornado warning as we watch this. All right, our box. All right, let's see here, 7:57. Let me do. I'm going to do another update on this, and then we're going to check messages to make sure that I haven't gotten anything else new on this. Severe rain in Clark County. I'm getting notes of that as we come up here. As the rotation that was in the Nellyburg area has dissipated. That's good news. Very much. All right, as we look at this, making sure we don't have anything else that is mentioned there. Let's go back to radar and pull this up where everybody can see what we've got, our latest round of radar images as we bring this to you.
Well, someone said the line of storm is around them and the 0 area is getting hit hard.
It has. The comment that Jennifer Embry asked about tornadic activity there around the airport, what we were looking at was that Highway 80 area just west of the airport was the last reports of damage that I got. That was going to be trees down in between Highway 80 from Meridian over to Newton County. We'll find out more in just a little bit. Another
tornado warning for Lauderdale County.
Brand new in there, you say there. No, say that again now.
Tornado warning for Lauderdale County, a new one.
All right, let me do an update here and see what we've got. It hadn't popped up on my side here. All right, what we're being told here, radar indicated for Lauderdale till 8:30, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Meridian, moving east at 50 miles an hour. That comes out of Jackson is what we've got, and that goes with radar. Let me make sure we're staying on top of the very latest that we have. Let me make sure I didn't get anything new with that. I don't believe there was a new warning. I think there was an update to the warning that.
You think so?
Yeah, that we already had is what that was. And what they've done is they've moved this further east. Let me show you what the National Weather Service has done here. Again, the downtown area now is in the clear in Lauderdale County. Tornado on the ground, sirens going off, and school bus on road. We're getting reports of that. So if you're in this area here in the east side of the county, we want you to be extremely careful. Let's see here. Let me send a text here to EMS. Make sure we don't have any more damage that I'm not aware of. All right. I sent that. We'll get reports.
Someone's asking, they're on 28th Avenue and 19th Street. Are they okay, or should they seek shelter?
I would stay in my safe place at this point. Now, let's dig into this and show you where everything is and give you some points to where you are in relation to where this the tornado warned area is. Now, we still got rain on the western side of Lauderdale County, all the way from Meehan through downtown Meridian, where our line cuts across now. All right, let's go here. Clarkdale High School, right there, a few feet away from Clarkdale High School. It's going to be where the Super Red is. That's where that line is. This goes northeasterly across the county. Right here is the Evangel Temple. It's going to be just east of there where the tornado warned area is. Now, this will include 0, these areas here. If you're at the Long Creek Volunteer Fire Department, that area there. If you're, as you zoom in on this and you get out Crescent Lake, if you're there, you need to be in your safe space. We go out of this Fisher Road area. Be in your safe space. If you're out at Cliff Williams, you're out by the Girl Scouts, please get to your safe space. As we've had different reports of debris in different portions of the county. Kemper County, there are no warnings for you at this time. Debbie McCrae asked. No warnings there. Now, if you're leaving Sam's, if you're downtown Meridian, anything east of Sam's toward the Alabama line in Lauderdale County is under this tornado warning. This will cut right up here at Meridian, just past the four-way stop. You got Lockheed Martin sitting right here. This is going to be a few feet past the intersection. If I'm not mistaken, there's a church that sits off about right there as you're going up. So just east of downtown Meridian, and we follow this all the way up. This is Highway 45. This is where the old cotton gin set, right there. East across the highway from there, over at Tompton, under this tornado warning. Lockhart, anybody that lives on Minnebucket Road, you are still under this tornado warning as we follow this. We go due north all the way to the county line. Now, here's NAS Meridian. The main gate is not involved in this, but the airstrip, Chris Reed, our former Man of the Year. Actually, he's still Man of the Year still. If you all are at work out here at the base on the airstrip, you are still included in this. We're going to take in all of Lauderdale, Mr. Ralph's town, as we call it. Dalewood, to this, all the way to the county line. We're going to come south and follow this straight down through Wynot. All this area that we had damage of last week is under this tornado warning. And again, this will go out. Let me turn back on my my pin pointer as we look at this until 8:30. Now let's look at the winds that are involved with this. Let me go over here and pull this up so we can see this damaging winds that's involved with this storm. If you'll see this, all of this green area is high-risk winds that have come across. You see the different is we've had some very serious winds go through that downtown area. As we look at this, where the tornado warned area is now, not as bad as it was. When this first came into the county, it was a lot worse than the winds are now. So that part is lightened up. That's what we like to see. And hopefully this will just kind of fade away. Now I had a question about 493. Let's turn off the winds so we can see a little bit better. This is our warned area. All right, here we go. 493, we had a question about this. This is going to be now the 493 area is out of the watch box area. The storm is east of there. MCC is in the clear now. That is, the storm has moved east of MCC. It has moved east of Lamar School. This is Marion right here, Lamar School. Y'all are out from underneath the gun. Russell Christian Academy still under the gun. Y'all need to be in your safe space there. This line follows right. This is going to be where Sam's is. If you were standing in Meridian at the interstate and you stand in the middle of Highway 19, you can see Sam's. You can see behind you the crossroads. Anything that is to your right, if you were looking at Sam's, is still under the tornado warning. Anything to your left, back toward downtown Meridian and I-20, is out of the watch box area. Now, as you get down, we follow this area here, our friends that are down here, and we watch this east of town. Let's go down and take a look at this. This is going to be Highway 45 right here. This is the Evangel Temple. We follow Wolf Springs right up in here, right there. Is going to be Mathis Peaches, just north of there. And again, that line begins at Lauderdale County. This is too close to Clarkdale to go, okay, y'all are just 100%. It's too close on that, as our line has not moved across. Anything can happen. I do believe it is a little north of there, but we want to still keep you in your safe place if you're in this area here. Now, let's see here. We had an update 804. Let's do a hard update with radar.
So you would say North Hills and like Pine Springs is okay now?
Yes.
They're out of that area. Okay.
Yes, they're good. All right, we've got our update. Any other questions that we've had that I didn't see, Madison?
The West Lauderdale Elementary area.
Right. Yeah, West Lauderdale Elementary is out of the gun at this point, which is good.
What would you say what school is under this warning area?
Russell Christian, and then Southeast High School is still in this. Southeast High, Southeast Elementary. Right here, and I had a question about this. Here sits Benville. This is going to be Southeast right here. Right there. That is still under the gun. Y'all are not out of out of the area just yet. And again, this tornado warning has roughly 23 minutes remaining on this. Collinsville, Raven, you're good in Collinsville. That is out of the area there. You don't have to worry about that. Northeast Elementary is past that line. Everything that's on the west side of town is good. MCC, all of that area, the danger is past on that. Now, there's still rain as you'll look at this throughout that area, but the tornado-warned area has backed off on that.
Yeah, the only places to worry about is Southeast and Russell. Those are the only two ones that are under a watch.
Yeah, I don't know of any other school. Now, there may be some Head Starts. There may be some daycares on this side that I'm not aware of. If you're in eastern Lauderdale County, in those areas and have a daycare, you're not out of it. But as far as public schools and academies, the only two that I'm aware of would be Russell and, as you just said, Southeast Elementary and High School, all those areas there. Mm-hmm. All right, as we look at this, NAS Meridian. As we were looking at radar just a minute. Hey, Miss Brittany, if you are around the main gate, it is passed. But this area, and let's go up here and look at NAS Meridian. Here's NAS Meridian. This is the main gate. This is all of this area here at NAS Meridian where you've got the landing strips. All of that area is still under the tornado warned area, all the way to Highway 45. Let's zoom in on this as you look at this. This is Fuller Road at NAS Meridian. On this eastern side here, all of that is still under a tornado-warned area. Skip Road just east of you on that eastern side right there. That's NAS Meridian taking in all of that area. This road right in here is called Clark Road within NAS. You're still under a warning there that has not expired. And let's see here. We just... all right. They've just upgraded this. That area... is out of it now. We've got just a small portion now left of Lauderdale County that is still under this tornado warning. Let's get into this and look where we are. Southeast, you're still under this. As we look now, Russell Christian Academy, you are out of the gun. That is out of the tornado warned area now. We're going to start at the corner here. Here's the people that we're worried about here. This is going to be the Causeyville area. If you're at the Causeyville store area, anywhere near in there, still tornado warning for you. Takes in Southeast, the Dollar General, anywhere in there, the Boy Scouts of America. If you're there, make sure to seek shelter there at Camp Bonacci. Why Not Motorsports Park? If you're out with Rodney, anywhere around there where the volunteer fire department is across the street, you're still under this warned area as we look at this. Enterprise is not under a tornado warning. Meridian is in the clear there. Yes. We go up to Tumsuba. Now, this is going to be right there is Tom Bailey Lake. This is going to be just east of Tom Bailey Lake. As you zoom in on this here where you get off at the interstate, where the store is, that is still under a tornado warned area. Melvin Swain Road, Will Garrett Road, you are still under a tornado warning. Smith, all of this area out here to Simmons Wright store, under a tornado warned area. And this will go up. Now, Dalewood in the safe zone. It's still raining at Dalewood, but starting to see some better times for Dalewood. You'd have to be on the eastern side of the lake. And let's zoom in on these roads here. Here's the lake right here. This would be the backside. Here's Lauderdale. As we look at this and we zoom in on these roads here, this is going to be Cuba Road is where this is. This is under the tornado warned area. Kewanee Road. That is under a tornado warning still. We follow this north across the county. And again, a lot of this area is going to be the rural route. There's some folks that live there, Billy Bell Road. If you live on Luther Ray Cobb Road, you need to be in your safe zone. Raymond Cobb Road. Bunch of Cobbs out there, isn't it? Oxford Road. Maybell Bond Road. If you live on Rutherford Road, Oxford Road, all those areas there still under a tornado warning. We go up here and we find this O.J. Wild Road. Seek shelter now. This is here in Lauderdale County. And again, it's just that northeastern corner here as we follow this to the county line. It is raining still cats and dogs at Lauderdale, Mississippi. We're starting to see a break of the rain here at Northeast Elementary. We're seeing it move away from the high school. And when you get from northeast and you come down to Cotton Gin Road, when you get to Highway 45, that's where that rain is there.
Someone had a good question. Is there any more weather coming after this round? Is there any more else?
We're going to have a round tomorrow, yes. What we look at, and let's just show the big picture here of what we've got here. This is all broken up. We've got some rain showers that are out here. we could get some more rain with this as it moves across a little bit later today. Now, as the National Weather Service tells us, we're under the gun. We're going to keep this to keep a weather eye out until about 11 o'clock. We just got a new warning to the south of us. New tornado warning has been issued for Wayne County, for Wayne Academy. Right in there is where a new tornado warning has been issued there. If you look at that, this is that storm that we were watching down in Hattiesburg in that area. But that is under a warning now. So if you're in Wayne County, seek shelter now. This will make its way on into Alabama. It doesn't look to be a threat anywhere else but to Wayne, and it's moving easterly. As you'll see there, they've already issued a warning there for Alabama until 9 o'clock also. We'll watch that. Clark County is getting pelted with rain at this point. You are under severe thunderstorm warnings. Although this is not a tornado warning, still a lot of rain involved with this. Did you have something to
The morning show.
Well, we're going to keep on with weather right now. As we keep going with this, and Candace will join us here in a little bit as we keep tracking the weather. Tornado warning here still for Lauderdale County. As we look at this, Kemper County, you're not under anything if you're watching us from Kemper County, but you are getting a lot of rain. As we come down with this, we've got two warnings. Let's look at the big picture of what we've got here. Let's turn off these locations. I'm going to turn off radar where you can see a second here of what our warnings are. This is the threat that we've got right now. We've got Lauderdale County and southward down through here, and as you can see, it's making its way toward Alabama, these areas here. We want you to be well aware of it. Now, we've got rain out here that we're watching here, and we'll be watching it throughout the day as well as it comes about. We got some rain here to the southwest of Jackson in Alexandria, Louisiana. Hopefully that won't cause a fuss later on today. A lot of wind involved with that. Now, we go back into Lauderdale County, and it's still going to be under this warning until 8:30. So we have 16 minutes remaining on this warning. Now, we're all under a tornado watch. Let's see here. Make sure that as we look at this, tornado watch until 11 o'clock for Clark County. Lauderdale County, as we look at this, the tornado watch also will be until 11 a.m. as well. So we've got roughly 3 hours left on that. All right, we're still watching this tornado warning here in Lauderdale County. Let's see here.
Well, they said Clarkdale High School has their kids in the hallway, which is the best place that they could be in this type of weather.
It is, and as
in the hallways.
As we look at this now, the threat has been lifted for Clarkdale. If you're there at Clarkdale, you are safe. Lisa, how are you doing there down at Mathis? You're in the good. Right along your Mathis Peaches in this area right there. It's just east of you, all of this storm. Even the severe thunderstorm warning that was in northern Clark County has moved eastward. So if you're here out right there, if you're over by Snell Volunteer Fire Department, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning until 8:30. Also right there at the Energy Church, all of those areas. We've had a bunch of lightning through there. Flash flood warning for down at Southern Miss if you're in that area. Now, again, we're still flashing this. This is not, I think they're going to let this ride out until this plays out here. Another 14 minutes now remaining on this. But let's look at our heavy rain. If this is your first time to join us with weather, thank you for joining us and being a part of this, whether you're watching us here on Twin States News or you're watching us online. Always remember that you can find us online very easily at Scotty Ray's Weather, or you can find us on YouTube. You can also join us there on YouTube and watch under Sam Media Network. That's SAMEDIA. All right, let's look at our watch box and look at these roads of where we've got heavy rain. As we look at the west side of Lauderdale County, all this area out here at West Lauderdale, the rain has broke. Down around MCC looks good. We pick up rain just past the hospitals. Joe's got a little rain there at SMI Automotive on 22nd Avenue, right there where the Children's Museum is. But after you go past that, and you get up here by Walmart and Sam's in that area, and you go right past where Bonita Lakes is, that stretch in between there and and out where the Ag Center is the rain's going to pick up. We've got rain showing up here right here at the big church. Can't miss the Evangel Temple there. Rain up that big hill there as you go toward Twin States News and top of the hill there. Now, just east of there, if you're on Highway 45 from Wolf Springs around through here and Crescent Lake, these areas here, it's still, look at the rain there. Heavier right there at that intersection at Causeyville. And this is going to be where the store is, where you stop there to get your stuff. Yeah, Maples right there. That's where that is. Now, we come across heavy rain all the way out here to the Girl Scouts. Southeast, you're not out of this yet. I don't want to call Southeast High School out of this. The line is right there at Southeast High School is where this is. So if you're still at Southeast High School or you're at Southeast Elementary, remain put for another few minutes. Let's wait this out. Let's don't, this is too close to the line. If you're still in this area of Wynot, you travel Highway 19, these areas here, we want you in your safe space all the way up through Tumsuba. Now, it's going to be east of Rainbow Lakes. That's in the clear now. Right there is Tom Bailey Lake. If you live on Tom Bailey Lake, you're in the clear now. But as you get right there at the interstate, cutting across there at Smith, all of these areas here, out to where the store is at Simmons Right, that is still under this tornado warning. We want it to be well known this is still there. We don't want to say, okay, because it's not.
And if y'all have any damages anywhere, please send us some pictures and let us know where, so we can tell others if there's tree down blocking any areas or anything. Please let us know so we can tell everybody.
Absolutely. All right. As we look here, now I have not gotten, I assume that's what Hunter was asking, I have not gotten reports of any damage in the southeast area. No one has texted me that information at this point. So I'm assuming, all right, as I just got from Lima, they have no reports of any damage. So that is good. Now, it doesn't mean to say that we won't have something brought up a little bit later on, as we do know that there's damage in Newton County just out to our west right along in here, which is good news there. All right, let's see if I can, I was going to try to do any updates, Madison, that you see that I have not covered.
Just a lot of people saying it's quiet in Vinmel. A lot of wind and rain heavy in Sanel, I think. Someone said they got another tornado warning for their phone for Meridian, but that could be a late
that would
alert.
Probably be a late.
It's quiet on Causeyville Road by the train overpass. It's very calm over there.
That's good. So things have calmed down a little bit there.
Yes, thankfully.
All right, let's see here. I'm getting some things connected over here. And let me see here if I can get somebody to join us to discuss everything.
Let's see, 0 is calm. So most areas it has finally calmed down and you can actually see outside.
Yeah, that is thankful as we watch this. All right, now, our watch box that we're watching is still right where it was. No change in that at this time. We're watching this for another 10 minutes is what we're doing. We're not going to bail on this just yet. We got 10 minutes to watch on this storm still in our warned area. As we look at Clark County, that eastern side of Clark County still does have that thunderstorm warning. We don't have a tornado warning for there, which is good. We don't want any more tornado warnings than we have to talk about today. All right, as we go up here, and let's look at our areas here. This, again, we don't want to call it for southeast yet. We want you to remain where you are and stay in your safe place. All right, I'm going to...
Yeah, they're saying it's pretty, still pretty hard in Wynot right now. It's raining hard, the wind is pretty...
That has not backed off any.
Yes.
But... All right, I'm going to try this here and see if we can't raise somebody to talk with us about what they know at this point. Raining hard, why not? We're getting the comments on that. And this is our area that we're doing here. And Odie, if you can hear me, we're going to go live and have you join us. Are you with us there, Odie?
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
You're live with us on Twin States and also here online. What have you been told about the areas across Lauderdale County? What do you know at this point?
We started out, we were tracking some systems coming into Lauderdale County, and I actually received a call from my counterpart over in Newton County, and they had visual on a tornado that was entering Lauderdale County between I-20 and Highway 80. That system did come into Lauderdale County. We have not had any reports of any kind of damage. That fairly dissipated. Then we had another system that was coming through Nellyburg, Tukalina, the Collinsville area, and it finally moved through. The storm is traveling pretty fast, which is a good thing. We were able to hopefully get by with not a lot of damage, but we looked like we were tracking right at 3 tornadoes inside Lauderdale County there for a little while.
Now, let's talk about, as the phone call that you got of that system that was coming into Lauderdale County, what do you know? Because I've gotten several reports of trees down Highway 80. Do you know about what area, Odie, that picks up of where damage is, where you can't travel? Has Newton County passed that on to you yet?
They have not. So I have not heard any particular area on 80 that has trees just blocking the road.
Okay. All right, as we watch that. And we only lack about 10 minutes remaining on this tornado warning.
Right.
All right.
So that's a good thing. And it seems like right now the only problem area that we have is going to be in the far southeastern portion of Lauderdale County, going off into Newton. So hopefully once it clears out, we'll be fairly safe. So we've got some more systems down south that we're keeping an eye on. It looks like it more or less is going to affect Clark County and not Lauderdale County.
Yeah, we're looking at this system as a tornado warning as we look down in Wayne County right now that is vicious. That's going to move on toward Gilbertown, Alabama, that area. As we look at Clark County, boy, the rain that is coming down.
Yeah, definitely. And be careful when we have that much rain and we've got these types of storms, especially with tornadoes. You may not be able to see that tornado because of it being rain-wrapped.
Right.
And that's when it becomes dangerous because you're not expecting it to be a tornado because you don't see it. And then you may get caught up in that tornado. So be cautious about rain-wrapped storms.
All right, and let me ask this, Odie, before we let you go. Is of course, if you're just joining, going, who is that talking? This is Odie Barrett, who is LEMA director here in Lauderdale County. If someone has damage, what do they need to do? Who do they need to call to let y'all know about this?
They need to call our office at 601-482-9852. And I'll say that again in just a minute to give everybody time to get a pencil. But now, once this storm passes, I want to make sure everybody knows that once this storm passes, we're not completely all in the clear because the amount of rain that has fallen here and north of us will be trying to make its way to creeks, and then we could still see flooding over the next few hours through the rest of the night because of this rain making its way to the ditches, and then all that rain from north of us making its way south coming into our area. So we could still possibly see some flash flooding in our area.
All right, let me ask you this also while we're talking. Tomorrow, we still have a chance of some severe weather tomorrow also, but am I right in saying that this level is not as threatening for Mississippi as it is to the east in Alabama?
Correct. Right now, we're not as high up on our scale, on our threat level. It's definitely something that we still want to be weather-wise and look at, but the strength of it is not near about what Alabama is going to be experiencing from that tomorrow.
Okay. Well, Odie, thank you so much for joining us and giving us an update on that, and we'll check back with you as the day progresses for updates. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Again, Odie Barrett with Lima joining us this morning as we get an update of what is going on with the weather in Lauderdale County. Recapping what Odie said, we did have a report of a tornado that was entering the county from Newton County. It was in the air. The best we know, it never touched down. We do have damage back over this way. We did have numerous reports. I have not laid eyes or seen pictures at this point, but we did get reports of areas with damage in the Newton area.
Let's look at the power outages in Wynot, because a lot of people are saying they are out of power right now.
We can do that. Let's go back here and let me push a button here and pull that up for that area. Again, if you've got damage reports or you know of damage, pass that along to us so we can share that with others. Let me hit this button here, and we'll be able to pull this up and tell you exactly what we've got power outages. We have 701 people without power now. Is what we're looking at. As we look at this area here, it's going to be down here is what we've got. And let's pull this up, the list of what we've got showing Clark County without power, big time. 659 people. We've got 7 in Jasper, and about 23 people in Lauderdale County is what we're showing now. So Clark County, as we looked at all those storms that were cutting across there earlier, a lot of wind came in there and it did knock out some power there. So, all right, let's go back to radar and look at this. We have just a few minutes remaining on this as we track this weather here. Just a few minutes remaining on this. We have 2 minutes remaining on this tornado warning as it exits Lauderdale County, and we'll stay live with this for another 2 minutes until this is out of it. Our friends at University of West Alabama, heavy rain approaching you at this point. As we look that area, no warnings or watches for you, so it doesn't look like this is going to be extended into you. Once this fades away, it will go. Eastern Clark County still under this severe thunderstorm warning. As we go south, we do, if you live in the Wayne County area, tornado warning there until, let's look at that, that's going to expire here in the next little bit at 9 a.m. So another 32 minutes, Wayne County, and it is pretty bad there. Wayne County Academy, you should be in your safe space immediately. As we start to see this wind down here in Lauderdale County. Dangerous storm approaching University of Southern Mississippi if you've got kids that go there. We've got heavy rain, and we look at this. Again, this southeast, we got 1 minute remaining on this, and then we'll release y'all and give it the all clear. But we've got heavy rain starting there at the four-way stop, or the red light, we'll call it there, on Highway 19, all the way to the state line. And as you well know, once you get right there at that state line past Wynot, a very dangerous road is 2-lane. We want you to be careful there. As we go north through Lauderdale County, Tombsuba, still heavy rain, all out by the Simmons Wright store. We got tons of rain through there. Look at that. And again, about 60 seconds remaining on this as we come up. This is east of downtown Lauderdale now. Y'all are safe. We've got rain right at the county line there. Cuba Road, as we get over here, Cuba Timber. We get there, it's heavy rain there, but that warning is going to stop right at the state line there at I-20 and go out. All right, we've hit 8:30. We're going to do a refresh here and make absolutely sure that nothing is changed on this. Let me do an update here to make absolutely sure that everything has expired, which is I'm going to say that it is going to. We've almost gotten the clear on this. Yep, that has expired. Lauderdale County now is out of a tornado warning, so we lift this, and everybody is good now. This is gone as we look. That has expired, and we have no watches or warning for Lauderdale County. That is good news. The only thing that we're watching in the state right now is south of us, Wayne County. Y'all are still under a tornado warning. Madison, did you have something to add before we go back?
Let me look back. There was this one comment. It got very dark and windy and rain in Waynesboro on 6/21.
Okay. All right. We want to say thank you for everybody joining Twin States News. We will now join regular programming on Twin States News and switch back to MeTV. All right.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's look at your weekend, see what we got for you. First of all, we'll start with today. Look at those severe storms down through the Gulf. We are looking at record highs through Texas, very windy through the plains. Let's look ahead toward next week and show you what we've got. It's going to be warmer than average here in the Northeast, so nice and warm as you get down into Texas, cooler than average out west. And then as far as our precipitation, really other than the eastern sliver of the country, much of us are going to be looking at wetter than average temperature conditions, I should say, throughout much of the U.S. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck.
Strong to severe thunderstorms rumbling through the area this morning. They will begin to shift east through the afternoon. We'll have a high at 78 and then a respite in that shower and thunderstorm activity from later Tuesday into early Wednesday. Again, daytime highs will be topping out into the 70s generally. Now, Wednesday afternoon, there could be another round of strong, possibly severe thunderstorms. We'll continue to monitor that. And then cooling off and drying out through the end of the week. High on Friday, only at 62.